After some days of having my new custom built computer, I came up with the idea of retiring my old Tough Gaming FX 505 GT into a playground slash workstation for my coding projects and just like usage stuff. So the first thing that we need to do is to get a Linux distribution. What is that? It's basically a full OS using Linux as a base, because Linux is a kernel, or in easier terms, Linux is the manager, the OS is the Karen, and the hardware is the $10 million corporation. Yeah, I think that's pretty simple to understand, even for someone that doesn't really get IT stuff. But anyways, there are some popular Linux distributions like Arch, Mint, that's somehow even easier to install than Windows, Red Hat, and many more. But because I'm new to this thing, I'll choose Mint. It's easy to install, works perfectly as I'm writing the script of this video, and it's just good for beginners and you won't offend anyone. Okay, the Arch users, by the way, y'all can shove your OS superiority down the dumpster because yeah, you can customize even more, but I'm not planning to spend half a month just preparing this thing to work. So now that we've made our choice of using Mint, let's begin preparing the USB drives to make it work. Boom. Of research, I came to the conclusion that I'll need Rufus. So let's go here. Nice. Alright, so this was actually pretty fast. So now let's go to Linux Mint, or the Linux Mint website, and download edition, because yes, download Romania or I don't mind downloading. This won't take that much, so it'll be pretty easy. Done. It's actually done. Now it's time for the where the heck is the USB? So now that I plugged in my USB, let's prepare this thing, right? Now we're gonna do this. Linux Mint persistent partition I don't think it's that important. BIOS or UEFI right fat kilobytes cluster size. We actually have to do research on this one as well. Well, let's just go with a 10. That might be enough. Now, hope that God will have mercy on my soul. This image uses skills, but this application only includes installation files for Linux, so I need this and this. Yeah, sorry, when all data on this will be destroyed. To continue the operation, click OK. To click OK. Alright, so now that copy of Windows 11 that I have on the USB is now practically being destroyed and replaced with Linux. So when we get to the part of getting the computer ready or the laptop and install Linux on it, we will have Linux and we'll boot it. So yeah, we're good. So now we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens after the disk is formatting.
Editor note here, I forgot to record the moment when Theinstall finished, So, yeah, shame on me.
So after some time of finishing my USB, I prepared to install the OS itself. So without further ado, let's begin. Warning: footage has been taken with my Samsung phone. If the quality of the recording is bad, I can't really help you. So yeah, y'all can enjoy the video. So now I've placement in compatibility mode. I even got my mouse, so everything will work, and now I'm in the installation type because for some ungodly reason Linux doesn't like to deal with the RTS or the something from the Intel pin settings, and I had to place it on add cheap. So now let's just erase this and install Linux Mint and features. Use LVM with new Linux Mint. Nah. This will delete all progress documents, photos, video. Who the fuck cares? Let's go click continue because at this point I don't care anymore. Select drive. Micron drive. The entire disk will be used. We deleted the application key for more control. Alright then, let's see what is this. Space. Guys, no, I'm not doing this. They can use it. I don't give a fuck. Erase disk, continue. Install. Because now Windows Mint technically installed. Yep. I should wait, I guess. And after some time, I finally managed to get the Linux Mint running. And after so much bullshit, we've done it. Ooh. Welcome to your new operating system. This welcome to will guide you through alright. So in other words, we installed successfully Linux Mint. So actually, Linux can be very powerful. Like I've tested how I would code in CodeBlocks, because before switching to Linux, I've tried to use CodeBlocks and it didn't work. And now, with a change of OS and 2 clicks later, CodeBlocks ran perfect. No problems, only errors done by me when writing my code. And yeah, it seems like a stupid reason to be happy, or this happy, but hear me out for a second. I've tried to code on Windows. I had to install compilers manually without a single piece of guidance, or just enough after some hours of searching why CodeBlocks didn't work. And now I just click sometimes and boom, I've started writing my C++ programs that are pretty stupid and made for fun with no actual utility besides to make me laugh or understand the basics of this language. That some might call it the representation of rap as a coding language. Plus, I've actually wrote this script on the laptop because it actually got a program similar to Word. Yeah, Microsoft damn Word for free and pre-installed. Like, let that sink for a second. Yeah, I think you actually start to get the point that I'm trying to make. And I even started to learn the ways of the terminal with installing Steam, because Hearts of Iron 4 can run on Linux. on Ubuntu, and because Mint is based off Ubuntu, I think it should run pretty well. So in conclusion, Linux is superior to Windows 10 and 11. Now bow down to the Linux gods and you might be spared from their wrath. Anyways, this was all for today. Please like and subscribe, and spam Linux is superior to Windows in the comments, or use the ping emoji to show that Linux is superior to Windows.
Goodbye.